The title, Brad, is "The Fall Was Darker Than You Think." That's very terrifying. What does that mean?
Well, let me just say this. The fall of Travis Kalanick, he's still on the Uber board, and he's a billionaire.
That's the other problem
he's a billionaire with the sale of stock to Stopping.
So
it's probably a soft landing. But, what we set out to do, we reported aggressively on the turmoil at Uber last year, but, we hadn't really kind of taken it from point A to point B. How did this happen? What was happening behind the scenes? We found out a couple of things. One, the company had a terrible image problem that was sort of, a debt that it had built up. And when Trump was elected, when Uber did some things around like joining the Trump Advisory Council, it all came pouring forth. The second thing is that the deterioration on the management team, particularly Travis, really deteriorated over the year. He did some questionable things like paying off the driver who, Bloomberg famously posted the video of Travis arguing with the driver. He personally tried to make amends. There was a lot of discomfort at Uber around that. And basically the third thing is that this was really a revolt from the inside, the management team and the board turning against Travis, basically coming to the conclusion that he wasn't a seasoned enough CEO to take the company to the next level.
Right.
And of course, Kalanick joining Trump's Business Advisory Council didn't help.
That's right. No, that was, in retrospect, probably a poor decision. Of course, it didn't impact...
Plenty of people joined it.
Right. It didn't impact Elon Musk. But that's my point, that there was this debt that people were, they had heard drivers complain about Uber. They had heard about the other stuff, and they were looking for a reason. That, the company was doing these surveys looking at its brand favorability ratings, and they were, they were in the tank. And so they knew they needed to make change.
Was there a little bit of schadenfreude there, or were there concrete actions that we can point to, on the part of Travis Kalanick that just meant he didn't deserve to be CEO anymore? Was it a company issue or a personal issue? I think it was,
well, let's be clear. Like the financial performance of the company, the top line growth was amazing. And he did take the company through this first phase. It was an incredible achievement. I think he made some poor assumptions. I think they thought maybe they would have a capital advantage and they didn't. Companies like Didi and Lyft have raised an extraordinary amount of money. And I think he underestimated the degree to which image mattered, that all these little scandals, when they visited the karaoke club in South Korea, the blog post by Susan Fowler, that all these things were really hurting the company.